Yo, what's up? Darin here. I'm going to do a bicep set to failure, and I think that we can learn a little bit of something about my technique by watching it, but I want to tell you a little bit about, I'm 53. I like to think that I'm the closest thing to one set to failure or two sets like Mike Messner was back in the 70s, one set to failure heavy duty. It's worked really well for me over the years, and it's worked well for my clients over the years as well. So I like the blood flow restriction. I started first using it to protect my beat up right shoulder. It felt safer, but what I noticed, because I was putting the blood flow restriction band on my right to protect my right shoulder while I was doing biceps and triceps, and I didn't put it on my left, that my right bicep was growing bigger and bigger. And so the old saying that blood flow restriction doesn't gain muscle mass, I don't believe that. I sort of proved to myself that it did, so I wear them on both sides now. So this is my heavy set. Instead of me explaining some techniques on the seated preacher bench, one set to failure technique, I figured we just do it and probably learn more by just watching. So I like a really narrow grip, about right in there. And this is pretty heavy for me, so hopefully I can get 6 or 7 repetitions. I like to put my feet down here to really lock my armpits on top of the pad. Nice breath in. Down nice and slow. I like to get inside, mind in the muscle by looking at it. Pause. Get a nice stretch at the bottom. Big breath in. Coming down, I like to straighten the wrist out, curl the knuckles up a little bit. One technique I like is dropping the knuckles a little bit, leading with the butt of the palm up, and stopping before I get to full range at the top. Big breath in. Stop about right there. Now as I come down, I straighten the wrist out and give me a nice slow big negative. 3, 2. I'm a big fan of 3 super slow technique. Big breath in. I get those elbows close together. Dry those elbows down. On the last rep or two, the upper arm wants to kick the armpit and the upper arm wants to come off of the pad. Drive those elbows down through the floor to keep that upper arm. Last one, big breath in. Gonna be a little bit of a cheat. Drive those elbows down. Okay. Fight that last negative down. 5, 4, 3. So I don't know how many reps that was. It felt like about 6 or 7. It felt really good. Another technique that you could do after that is isometric squeezing. So maybe just 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. 3, 2, 1. Start to look at the lines. Look in the mirror. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Isometric squeezing, like bodybuilders on stage. We know in competition that the muscles are sore the next day. Isometric contraction is a great contraction. Not only does it work the target muscle uniquely with an isometric contraction, and it's a very strong contraction, and that can get the muscles sore. Bodybuilders who compete, figure men and women, know the next day their hamstrings and glutes are sore after they compete because they never pose that hard. Getting ready for the show, it's really hard to pose. So, but also isometric posing and squeezing lets your mind muscle connection be enhanced and better when you're doing isometric squeezing, so you can feel the exercises better down the road because you enhance that neurological connection from the mind to the muscle. Does that make sense? Last thing for biceps is stretching them out. 3, 2, 1. A little bit of massage in there. In between sets, especially the last half of the routine where you're getting a little tired, spend your time doing stretching and massage therapy to get fresh blood in there and let you get more out of the last sets of that workout. So to stretch the biceps is very difficult. Bend the wrist, put the knuckle nub of your index finger on the ledge, bend that wrist, and then slowly turn away from it, and then lean your right shoulder forward. And instead of being on the chest, you'll get a little bit of nice focused stretch right there. Relax your breath into the stretch for about 3-4 seconds. and then massage it, get some blood in there. One last thing that I'll say is sometimes there's adhesions, knots, trigger points in the muscle that are knotted up and hard from trauma years ago. And so get a lacrosse ball and then go up and down the target muscle, the biceps and the triceps. And if you feel a knot, knead into that knot really tight. You'll feel it pop and click and slide over that ball. You can start to break that knot, that hard spot up over time by doing those techniques, and give you a better chance of having a healthier, bigger muscle. So, sorry I rambled on a little bit, but I'm hopefully got a few points out that you liked that can help you build not only your biceps and triceps, but 1 or 2 sets of failure with more intensity, proper breathing. If you got any questions how to personalize that, just comment below. We'll chat it out. You do have the power to change to make the rest of your life the best of your life.